Hello. Trying to get some music going. Hey, Fatal. Hi, Waleed. Hi, guys. Hi, Andres. Hi, Martin. Hey, Jason. I'm good. This one might be a bit of a we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm feeling pretty chill today. So it might be more of a chill vibe. Just letting you know. Hi, Max and Misty. Thanks. Happy Valentine's Day to you guys. Did you eat chocolate? Did you go out on any hot dates? Hot, hot, hot. Hi, Chris. Your mate. Okay, we're gonna get some music. It feels so quiet. It's not a bad thing. Too much chocolate. Today is the best day of the year. FYI, it's discount chocolate day. I feel like that's such a good joke. I thought of it earlier. Okay. Some sad French movies for the vibe. Oh, that sounds gorgeous. I love that. What did you watch? Hi, Matthew. You watched? You did? I was thinking of you because I was like, I hope he watched it. And maybe he thinks it's really weird. And he'll be like, why did that girl recommend this to me? No, isn't it devastating? Devastating. And the scenes with the mom and the scenes with the dad, those two side by side. Oh my God, that scene with his mom when he comes out to her and Claire Foy, man, even the one with the dad, where it's like, why didn't you come in? If you know I was crying in my room, why didn't you come in? And it's like, because I probably would have been one of those kids who picked on you. And then he's like, yeah, I think I knew that. No. And they're all the same age. It's so beautiful. It's so poetic. McDee's burgers and cookies. Mint Malone. Oh, what a feast. All the same. Yeah, when he's with his dad. A pizza party that no one knew about? That feels like, let's throw a pizza party so we get the credit, but don't tell anyone so that there's more pizza for us. Oh, well, then you're welcome. You wanted to feel things. You're welcome. I think I delivered. Sonic 3. Wait, what? This is a movie? Sonic 3? There you go. I aim to please. Oh, come on. I think I might have messed up my YouTube. Because I told it. I said, hey, YouTube, you have these special features. Let me do it. I want in. So I said yes. Make my listening experience better. And I think it took me too seriously. And now we have silence. Let's see what that's okay. Is it okay? I already restarted. Did I restart? I don't remember. I hope everybody is okay today. Hi, Callie. I feel like pineapple on pizza is just like a thing that someone started just to piss someone else off. Just to like, you know, just to do it. Just someone was like, that's terrible. And they're like, then we're doing it. And I'm going to say that I love it. And it's become, it's had a life of its own. So good on you, guy. Okay, we have restarted. Is heaven? Sorry. Heaven? Really? Is it though? And also, like, does it need to be, like, what if you just had pineapple off to the side? I feel like I would like that better because pineapple gets all, like, dehydrated. I don't want dehydrated pineapple. Like, that's like putting dried fruit on my pizza. I don't want that. That's a disgusting idea. Imagine, like, dried papaya or something on your pizza. Have you guys ever had potatoes on your pizza? That's good. Like, really thinly sliced. My sister made it for me once. Dark chocolate on pizza. No, I'm not into it. No. Like, why are you ruining two amazing things? Just have the chocolate later. What are you doing? Just have chocolate for dessert. Why must it be there? Why must it be a part of this? Okay. Look, somehow this feels, I mean, this isn't Italian. This is Paris. It's a bit too, I don't know. It's a bit too, yeah, that's what it was for. French cafe. But like, you know, our cliche idea of what a French cafe is. What is that sound that is so French? What is that? I know that like the reason that French classical music sounds the way it does is because, if you guys are interested in this, it's because it's basically like classical jazz. Because what it did, what Eric Satie did, was he introduced the seventh chord and nines. So we introduced like 7 and 9s to classical music, and that's what you're hearing a lot of, which is why it sounds so distinctly French. That's like what we associate with it. So Satie and Ravel and Debussy, they all use lots of 7s and 9s. There you go. Now you know that. Hi. Hi, editor. Thanks. Hey, Davy Jones. Thank you so much. Will jazz. Yeah. So it's like classical. Like, how amazing is that? Classical jazz. I love those French romantic authors. Not authors, composers. Hi, Mr. Lamomo. Sorry, I say names. I really try. Eccentric, you are here. Hi. You like my streams without even knowing the topic? Yeah, sometimes I don't even know the topic. No, I do. I'm really glad you guys enjoyed these. I had a really nice Valentine's Day. I got flowers. I got cookies. I got Diet Coke. I went out for a bit. But more importantly, I was really good to myself. I was like, oh, this is that like self-love thing. Like I just liked myself a lot yesterday. And I was just nice and I was just really nice to myself yesterday. It's like, this is the rule from now on. This is how I treat myself from now on. What have I been doing and why? Yes, I am fluent in French. When am I gonna do gameplays? That's a great question. When am I gonna do it? When I'm not daunted by the technology, I think. It's probably not hard to set up. It's probably one of those things that's just like, once I decide to do it, I'm like, oh, there it is, okay. When am I gonna do that? Tomorrow. I don't know, like if I wanted to, it could be tomorrow. I'll just always say that for every timeline question from now on. What's my favorite book? Do you want to guess? My favorite book, and I had to go back because I have to do that, right? I have to go back and I have to see, like, is this my favorite book still? And I don't know if people are gonna like this answer. I don't care. My favorite book is Franny and Zooey by J.D. Salinger. I love it. I love it. I love that it's this slim little novella that was actually like it was two novellas that were put into, like, I love like the creation of it. I love that it's two different perspectives. I love brother-sister relationships. I will die for brother-sister relationships. I love the characters. I love Franny. I love Zooey. I love, love, love him. I love that she's in this like existential crisis. I love the ending. I love smoking in bathtubs. Like Wes Anderson just stole everything from J.D. Salinger, by the way. Just that vibe of that family. He stole that. I love it. That's my favorite book. Franny and Zooey. I'm not fluent in any other languages. I would like to be. It's really easy for me to list problems why that would be hard, but it's probably not. I have tried learning many languages though, including Italian, Spanish, Japanese, and Korean. So I probably like could pick up what I did get from those. It's probably there somewhere, and just a refresher, I would get a little bit back. But you need to be speaking it, you know? Tu parles aussi français? Qu'attends au lycée? Very nice, very nice. You have an anxiety? Yo, it can be so daunting, and when I first started like trying to mess around with things, I was scared because I was coming from a place where like, I don't know, I just like didn't know that I was capable of figuring things out like that. Yeah, technology can feel very unapproachable, very inaccessible. And I was just like, okay, if other people do this, like, then I can figure this out. If other people, not that they're like not as smart as me, but it doesn't take a PhD to figure out how to do this. Therefore, it is figure outable. Therefore, it's going to happen. Figure outable. is my favorite adjective. I love that, Callie. I'm so glad. You're learning Japanese. It's about as quick a it is. Just because I'm assuming like English is your first language. It's not like English, so you don't have any like hooks to latch onto really, and even the characters, there's not a lot to latch onto. Korean, the characters are actually quite logical the way that they're set up. So once you know the basic building blocks, you could almost like guess how to draw different words, from what I remember. But Japanese is different. I can't think of anything right now. Arigato. I can't think of anything right now because I'm on the spot. But I was really into that for a time. You're visiting? Yeah. It's great to have like a goal that you actually need to like figure out this language by. Yeah, that's why I started learning Korean, because I really, really want to go to South Korea. I really want to go. It'll happen. Adam, what's up? I'm glad you made it. I was thinking about this. I was thinking about you this week and your questions about time. Because I don't know about y'all, but this week I was like, I was very much feeling time was not real. That there was no like linear aspect to it. There really wasn't. It was just like every moment you're kind of like plunkered down in a space in time. And that the past like really never happened. I don't know how to describe it, but I was like, yeah, that past, like, that's not real. I don't know what these things called memories are, but that didn't happen. Or like it did, but it's not. I don't know how to describe it. How is it mid-February already? See, and the fact that you're saying that, I'm like, but people are also saying January went on for decades. So it's both, isn't it? Like what? Wait, are you actually asking? I don't know. Clarify, Waleed. Like what? Oh, God. Sorry. I went off on my time tangent. What animals do you find and think are the cutest? Do you guys really want to know these? Like, these are the things you want to know? What animals are the cutest? Anything anime? What's the cutest? What's the cutest? I'm just trying to think of the cutest thing I can possibly imagine. Like, I don't know. Snails. Yeah. Ducks. Ducks are okay. Snails. I'm gonna stick with my answer. Snails. Those little guys, you know, like in the spring. What is it? I don't know if you guys have experienced this. In the spring, after a big rainstorm, there's a place near me. It's like this little tiny forested area. And it will be painted with snails. Where do they come from? Where were they this whole time? What has happened? And so like, and I'm like, oh no, they're gonna get stepped on. I hope no one steps on. They get stepped on. I might have even done it. Where were they? Where were they hiding? But they're quite like magical. Labrador puppies, of course. But I was trying to go for something like more original, you know. Maybe every year should be treated like a whole lifetime from now on. I love that. It's all on how you mark time. Yes. If you treat like people, you know, like the exercise of like, this is the year of, and if you, this is the year, like you give it a theme, right? So this is the year of truth. Sorry. Truth and justice. In the back of your head, you're gonna be like finding proof that it is that, and you'll have this like this distinguishing thing about your year, and it will stand out. Like every year will stand out as its own thing. It's also why like sometimes we remember years in reference to like big events that happened, right? But if you make the year its own thing, time will work differently for you because you'll have more markers. There's this storyteller, like I literally mean storyteller. He's won the Moth storytelling competition. It's a podcast, like 25 times or something. Insane. And one of the exercises he does on a daily basis in order to generate more stories is like he has to be really present in his life, right? Because his whole thing is like there's stories everywhere. There's like pieces that are being put together at all times to make up these wonderful stories. You're just not paying attention to them, and you're not like collecting them and turning them into a cohesive narrative, right? So every single day he has like a document, and every single day he writes down one thing, like one unusual, interesting element that is like story worthy of that day. And he reports that like he remembers his days because of that, because he's looking to remember them. He's like marking them and just like summing them up with like one still shot almost. So cool. So if every day was important, right? Then suddenly you have a much longer life, or at least the feeling of it being much longer, because you have so many more data points along the way. Yeah, oh my god, it's already 12:30, sorry. Time passing makes it, I get you, Adam. I get you. And the ironic thing is, when you feel really like time's passing, doesn't it also sometimes feel like you waste it more, strangely? Yes. Hey, Ashy. Hi. Picking a target. Cool. I'm excited for you, Will. I don't really know what that means, but I'm excited for you. It sounds awesome. Okay, like, not sorry, but yeah, it's 12:30. I'll get talking. I think I started a bit late. Yes, and I was messing around with the music, that's why. Okay, so, I never know how to title these things, but I decided to call it Inevitable because, where I'm coming from today and what I want to get across to you guys today is like, I was thinking about this late last night as I was trying to fall asleep. and it was like a very visual image. But I was thinking about chasing energy and like receiving energy, you know? And yeah, I just had this image of like a tidal wave like hitting you, and just it's like there, and it's like it's coming no matter what. It's coming, it's coming. You're not going to be able to escape this. Or like it's already on you and it's just like soaking you. It's just it's like you can't escape it. You can't not experience this thing. It's inevitable, right? Versus the energy that we can sometimes hold, which is like, I gotta make this happen. I gotta make this happen. I gotta go out there and make it happen. I gotta do it. I gotta get it. I gotta like become or improve or work on or I have to go out there and do something and manipulate all of these things in order for me to get what I want. And even like, I think sometimes we romanticize chasing. To be honest, we romanticize it. Like I watched La La Land last night, and I love that movie. I love that movie, but I do think it's pointing out something. I think a lot of movies point this out, whether they're aware of it or not. That like we romanticize this, like you gotta chase your dreams. And the way that we talk about those dreams too is in this way that's like 1 in a million shot. Like, oh, it's impossible. Guess what? This thing you want is so unlikely, is so crazy, is so impossible, and therefore you're going to have to like, you're going to have to never give up, and it's going to be hard, and it's going to be like challenging, and you're going to be rejected, and you're going to like be like struck down time and time and time and time again, and you're just going to have to be hungry for it, hungrier than anyone else, and eventually you will get what it is that you want. And it's a very heroic storyline that when the person finally gets it, we're like, yes, because we see everything that they've sacrificed. It feels so good. Yes, they finally got it. And it makes us all stand up and cheer. But I just want to suggest that there's another way. And I would actually argue that like when the thing finally does come in, ironically, it usually comes in when you stop doing that. Like when you stop chasing. When you just drop it and you're like, you know what, I think I'm good. I think I'm good right here, right now. Like I think I'm okay. And so the second you stop like chasing that thing, this is what I mean. So there's like, I think you guys get what I mean about this energy that's just like, I have to make it happen. It's this anxious, like, oh, I have to, like, I'm not enough, it's not enough. I need to be spending energy in a specific way. Versus if something is just meant for you, or inevitable, or it's gonna get you. It's just fish, it's water to your little fish tank. It's just, you're inundated with it every single day. This is your reality. You have it. You can't not have it. Some days you wish you didn't have it. Some days you're like, oh my God, I'm really sick. like everyone wants to be my friend. It's really exhausting. Or something like, you know, if it was like coming at you in this way, how different would your energy be? You wouldn't be trying to make anything happen. It would be ridiculous to try. It would be ridiculous. What am I gonna try something that's like inevitable? No matter if what I do is bound to be successful, it's gonna be successful. Because I'm just someone who like, I don't know, I'm just successful. Why would you chase it? You wouldn't. Like, you almost like wouldn't have the capacity to. If you were like, I'm just enough. Like, no matter what I do, it seems that I'm enough. No matter what I do, I'm enough. I can't get away from this. I can't get away from this very, very, very solid fact that I am always enough. Like, why would you make moves to change? Why would you try? It would be like, I mean, I could do that if I want. I could change myself if I want. But not because I need some different outcome. I'm already experiencing that outcome on a daily basis. I'm inundated with it. I am it. I can't get away from it. It's like, it's fate, it's destiny, it's just who I am, it's just what I experience, it's just how my life is. And that's like, that is such a different place to be living in. And if you pay attention, you might notice that like you already are that way around certain things. And guess what? They always show up. Like, winter happens. I don't have to do anything for it to happen. It happens. It snows. It gets cold. Or like, I get tired late at night. I go to sleep. I crave this type of food. It just happens. I'm inundated with it. It hits, and like, I'm forced to respond. Traffic happens. I don't know, like those things that were like, that's just a part of life or whatever it is, or like, that's just who I am. Like, I wake up and my hair is brown. And that's just like inevitably what I will wake up to. Is it possible that like one day I wake up and like someone shaved my head? Yeah. Yeah, that's possible. But like, chances are I'm gonna wake up, my hair's gonna look like what it looked like the day before. I don't have to do anything about it. If anything, I have to do something if I want it to change. Right? Because it is the way it is. So, whoever it is you want to be, and really like this is the basis of everything. Anything that you want, like it's about self-concept. It's about like who you get to be, or who you think you finally get to be when you have that thing. That thing is just a permission slip for you to finally embody the self that like you are. You are that person. Guess what? You are that person without all the efforting, without all the chasing. You're that person. You're that person who's just like relaxed and confident and themselves. And you actually do really love yourself. Guess what? You really do love yourself when you stop like trying to love yourself. You actually do really like yourself when you stop trying to like tack on qualities that make you likable. You actually do really like people when you stop trying to like them. You're actually really good with people when you stop trying to be good with, like, you wouldn't be trying if it was already true. So all that trying, all that like, I gotta do this in order to get this, all that's doing is like keeping you in that state of needing to do this to get this. And then it recycles. And then you need to do it again. And then you need to do it again. And then you need to do it again. And you're gonna have to keep doing this forever. Forever. Because apparently this is how it works for you. But you could also just decide, I'm really tired of chasing. I'm really tired of not being me. I'm really tired of not giving myself what is like fully within my control to give myself, which is the feeling that I'm after and the sense of self that I'm after. Like I could just today drop all the effort, all the proving, all the trying, all the wanting, all the I don't know, all the dreaming, all the reaching, all the aspiring, all the hoping. And what would it feel like if that were already true? If you were the person that you wanted to be right now, if you had the life that you wanted to live right now, I snap my fingers, it's yours. Suddenly, all that activity, all that effort is nonsense, is silly. It's yours. How do you live now? What do you spend your time doing? How do you think of yourself? How do you interact with others? If you just sit by yourself in a quiet room, what is that like? How do you interact with yourself in the mirror? How do you speak to someone on the phone? If something negative comes up, but you have such a solid sense of who you are as being like the person you're meant to be, are you shaken? Are you like, oh, I guess I'm not the person because one bad thing happened? Oh, I guess my life doesn't go my way because one bad thing happened. No. When it's actually like so substantial and solid, little stuff like it's fluff. You're just like, that's interesting. I'll just put that there. I'll just handle this in my own way. So instead, like, I guess I want to bring this idea of inevitability, if I can say the word, inevitably. Oh, guys, I'm so silly. Sometimes I think, like, you must want some, like, the Wizard Liz version of me and whatever. Inevitability. It sounds like too many syllables. That everything's gonna work out. That you're already him, you're already her. It's like, it's coming. It's here. You cannot escape it because it's you. It's you. It's who you are. It's not a dream. It's your life. It's you. Yeah, that you can't escape it. That you can't escape the good. That you can't escape loving yourself, that you can't escape liking yourself, that you can't escape good things happening to you, that you can't escape good people coming into your life, that you can't escape reaching your goals, that you can't escape being a smarty pants genius, that you can't escape having brilliant ideas, that you can't escape acting on those brilliant ideas, that you can't escape pursuing your passions, that you can't escape making beautiful, amazing friendships, that you can't escape meeting the love of your life, that you can't escape finding yourself attractive, that you can't escape becoming the most attractive version of yourself, and then redefining it and becoming even more attractive, and then on and on and on. And you're not doing it. You're not trying to make it happen. It's inescapable. That you can't escape perfect skin, that you can't escape perfect hair, that you can't escape perfect self-confidence and self-esteem, that you can't escape constantly growing, that you can't escape having a happy, wonderful, fulfilling family life. What if you couldn't escape it? What if it was that? And suddenly your energy is like so much calmer, so much more centered, and maybe that's the energy that you're supposed to expend. So it's not that suddenly like you're lazy or you're slacking, because you're not. What if the energy that you're supposed to expend is actually just in like aligning and being present and kind of like centering it in, like going in and being like this strong, strong, strong sense of self and power and confidence and love. Maybe that's where you should be spending your energy. And then you do the things. You do all the things that make you happy. And then you come back. You go back to the well, and then you do the things that make you happy. And suddenly life becomes fun and easy and working for you. You're not working against it. You're not like, life is so difficult and I have to be this little. What if it's all like, what if you've been the thing getting in the way? What if you've been the problem? You've been the one being like, and it's like, it's perfect. Your life is perfect. It is perfectly designed just for you. All of the things are gonna line up perfectly for you, but you've been the one who's like, no, but I need to do this over here because it's not working. No, it's gonna be okay. You can't escape it. Just come back. That's what you're craving, actually. You're so scared of losing this sense of self that you leave it and you try to fix the thing over here because you think that threatens it. Nothing can take this away. Nothing can force you to feel any way about yourself or to change how you conceive yourself. Nothing has the power to do that. Just be that person now. It's so sweet, it's so good, it's so available, it's so ready, like it's cooked, it's baked, it's there. It's like, hey, we're here. You know who that person is. And I would say, like, from experience, the challenge is gonna be entrusting. That's it. You're gonna be like, but shouldn't I be, but I need to get those people to like me. No, you don't. You really don't. The more you let go of that and you trust, that takes a different kind of energy. You trust that you don't, and you make it inevitable that everyone loves you, the more they're gonna love you. Isn't that how it works for you? Isn't that how you feel drawn to certain people? The more that, like, the things in your life that you're trying to make happen, it is such a different energy coming from it where, like, I'm gonna figure this out. It's figure outable. Suddenly I'm gonna be looking for ways that that's true. As opposed to, this intimidates and scares me and I don't know how to do it. Like, you're allowed that. But if you're like, big picture, I do figure this out, you might just get on and do it. I think if you guys take this on, it almost sounds cliche because it is. Like, all the cliches are true. But you are going to discover that everything you need is inside of you. And that's what you've wanted this entire time. Like, this sense of safety and stillness and peace and contentment and fulfillment, that it's all there the second you stop looking to the outside to give you that feeling. The second you stop trying to make those things happen, right? It's there. Like, oh, it was there. I just had all this like stuff in the way that I thought I needed to do. All these like ways I thought I needed to be. And because I had that idea that there was something like that I constantly wasn't enough, I could never like fall down to the place where I was. So that's my assignment for you guys. Stop chasing. Start receiving. Treat it like it's inevitable. Treat it like it's already yours because it is. Start enjoying your life because it's already done. Because you're already who you want to be. And just enjoy your life. Be here. Be present. Take it in. Be curious and open and like, oh, so this is that journey everyone's talking about. Oh, so this is part of it? Okay. Cool. If you have that assumption that it's leading, that it's getting you to where you need to go, guess what? It will be. Yeah, start living your life. And for any of you like overthinkers who are like, but what does that mean? Because I'm one of those and I'm like, but I am living my life. It's just like, start living this life. Like, hey, look, you have this life. And you can be with it as opposed to being like, oh, but it's not the one I want. How do you know that? What if this is exactly, what if this is perfect, right? Everything's working out. Fatal, I love you. Inevitability. Inevitability. Also, just like be more quiet with yourself. I think that's like a huge thing. Just like sit with yourself. Just because it's good. It's good for you. Stop trying to be something. You're already it. Thanks, Waleed. I think also as you do this, yeah, you'll discover all the things that you're doing that like you think you have to. I have to do this in order to blah blah blah, and you're like taking your medicine in a way. And it's not that sometimes like you don't have to work hard or sometimes you have to go through certain things, but again, if you were the person who already, like if you were already that person, would you be doing things that are like good for you that don't actually feel good? Like if you already had it, could continue, like, would you still be doing it? If it was yours, would you be engaging in these things that are like a little bit hamster wheelish? Hey, Alex. Sounds like you've seen some of the worst sides of humanity, and I'm sorry about that. But there's always two sides to the coin. And I would also just say that, like, the people who are materialistic and soulless, like, they're doing it for a reason. Like, they think that's the answer. So, you just, like, you love them and you move on. There's nothing wrong with material. You know, that's like a careful distinction to make too. There's nothing wrong with stuff. It's just if you make it more important than yourself, right? If you give it like power that it doesn't have, you're like, what are you doing? Like, who cares? If we didn't like all the things that we can do, like if we saw like zero value in everything that we can do on a phone, then a phone is useless, right? But like we give it value because we say like, yes, we like these things. We give value to it. Yes, I like myself when I'm doing this thing. So that's all that they're stuck in. Hi, Hannes. I feel like you haven't been here for a while. Thanks for being here. Hey, Justin. Dreams. I think they can at times. I think also the quality of your dreams, like the tone of them, can be indicative of something. Like the past 2 weeks maybe, I've had really resonant dreams. And I don't always remember what they were when I wake up, but I know that they're like deep and meaningfuls. do you know that expression? That's like an expression my friend likes to use. Deep and meaningfuls. It's like when you have a serious heart to heart. So I think that's representative of like the space I'm in right now, where like I just feel really, I feel like I'm grounding into like a deeper level of myself, and I think that's being reflected in the dreams. I do think they can predict the future. I think like they're not all one thing, probably. I think we might be like more open during that time, and there might be different things coming at us in that liminal space. Mark Ruff. Do you guys know the story about Mark Ruffalo? I'm drinking lemon ginger tea. Mark Ruffalo. Do you guys know the story? He was working on a movie. I don't remember the movie. Yo, Private. And he had this really intense dream where like his brain told him in the dream like, hey, you have a brain tumor. Go get it checked out. And so he showed up to set, and he took aside like the doctor on set and was like, I know this sounds really crazy, but I had this really intense dream, and I think I need to be looked at by a specialist. And the person was like, okay, you probably are crazy, but we'll set up an appointment with you, no problem. He had a brain tumor, and it was like stage 4. like it was like the size of, I think he says it was the size of a grapefruit, and it would have definitely killed him if he hadn't caught it. So they had it removed, and he even like couldn't close his eye for a while. And so for like 6 months he was working on it, with like like trying everything, but just like didn't give up. And he's an actor too. Like I'm just like, oh my god, he's an actor too. So like if he can't close his eye like that, obviously his life is more important. But he worked on it for 6 months, and then like finally like he got his eye to like twitch, and he's like, oh my god. So he got like full use of his eyes back. He's obviously fine, he's healthy. But yeah, if that like dream hadn't happened, like come on. I just think, yes, there's obviously things that we don't know or can't understand yet. That's okay, Private. I love that story. We should listen to our bodies. Yeah. I think sometimes though, like we've also been, we just have so many like associations. It's like we need like the lexicon for like, what does this mean? And everyone's body is different, you know? So you have to like learn to read your body. Intuitions, yeah. I think we all need to listen to our intuition more. Joan of Arc. Really? Did I watch Face Off? I didn't. I'm scared too. I didn't. I thought about it and I was like, okay, I'll watch it. I did watch Jerry Maguire. That wasn't on the list. But it's Tom Cruise. I'm scared to watch Face Off. It makes no sense. What about, like, it makes no sense on so many levels. Who bought this movie? I'll watch it, okay? I just think I need to be like with a buddy and like with a with a bottle of wine. I saw Inception a while ago, but I want to rewatch it. Yo, I wasn't like crazy about Inception. I wasn't crazy about it. It's a dream within a dream within a dream. I think, like, as a filmmaker, so fun to create that. Yeah. Do you guys like Leo? Leo DiCaprio? Why don't I like him? I don't like not liking people I don't know. I feel like I've been told not to. You liked him, oh my god, baby Leo. There's something about the middle part. Something about that hairstyle and his face. It's Sailor Moon hair. It's doing everything for me. Right? But I think certain actors get to like, first of all, okay, let's like be honest. He's a great actor. I just think he is. He is. Like, have you ever seen him be bad? Ever? But also he's such a like a thing unto himself at this point, that he lends like so much, like his presence in the movie alone is like doing so much of the heavy lifting. Yeah. Just that he dates models. It's Burt's Bees. Wolf of Wall Street is a freaking masterpiece. It's Burt's Bees tinted lip balm in Red Dahlia. That's okay. I'm gonna go soon. Hang out with my sister today. Young models. Look, that's who he chooses to date. I don't know why he's not interested in having a romantic relationship with someone his own age. I guess he's not interested in that. There's a certain, like, mental capacity that's available. Not that, like, you can't be, you know, but there's, like, a certain... So I guess he's not interested in that in an intimate relationship. But then again, I don't know. Age is just a number. See, I could argue this from every different angle. I don't know him. I guess that's not what he's looking for. Nolan. Do I like his films? He's someone that, like, I admire. Like, they're admirable films. I like, they're not like, it doesn't feel like it was made for me. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's some films that you're like, I don't know why, but this film, like, is me. And is, like, about my life and is meant to, like, comfort me through the dark times or something like that, you know? It's not cozy. It's not, like, comforting. It's not, like, close to the skin. I don't know how else to express it, but it's like, his films are so big and ambitious, and, like, there's something kind of cold about them, I feel, because of that too. But then at the same time, I think I get this sense of, like absolute commitment to a certain standard and a certain vision and a certain way of doing it that he's not willing to move from. So he makes the 3-hour film. He makes the 3-hour film, and it costs what it costs. And no, he's not going to put special effects in, because that would compromise the feel of reality that he wants to put in his movie. So he's going to find a way to do it his way. So I don't know if, like, do I like his work is the right word. It's like, I recognize he's a master at what he does, okay? Brad Pitt. Yo, I love Brad Pitt. Why do I love him? Even that, it's like, I don't know him. Because of Meet Joe Black. I don't know. Because of Fight Club. I don't know. Dude, the characters he's gotten to play. I do kind of like Brad Pitt. I know nothing about his personal. I try and... Guys, don't gossip. I don't know. I get that it can be like a stress reliever to just get like preoccupied in the lives of celebrities. So I get that. It can be fun. I get it. But it's like, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Yes, see, he gets to play these characters, and it's like, ugh. What must it be like to be that guy in Hollywood and get to play those men? Like, When he shows up at the ranch, come on. What genres of movie do I like best? I don't know anymore. I feel like I can appreciate anything. Like lately, I know it's funny, but I'm really into like 90s movies that are almost more formulaic, but there's something so like lived in about them. Like something a little more like sloppy about everything. A little less moody, a little less serious. Like I just like the look of film better then. Everything's so like shadowy now. Like I don't know if I like the color palettes now. I don't know. I like films that give me access into a world I really want to live in. And that can mean anything. I don't know a lot of David Lynch's work. Not gonna be honest. That's always been on my list. Okay. I could talk about movies forever, but I need to go. I will watch Face Off if Private is still on here. I will watch Face Off. Imagine it becomes my next favorite movie. Ah. Okay. Nick Cage, great guy. Apparently has some like an interesting relationship to money, where he's like gone broke like 5 times. Right? 90s films, 90s rom-coms. There's just something. They're trying to revive it. They're doing it wrong. Okay. Because I have a theory about this actually. Okay, 90s rom-coms. Part of it is that the main actress needs to be like frumpy in some way. Like she can't be so put together. She has to be kind of like a mess, and her hair has to be like flu, and she's just like, she's a bit of a chaos monster, okay? Those are the female rom-coms. I don't know. That's like, I don't know what it is. It's like, yeah, female chaos monster. That's who she needs to be. That's like what Meg Ryan has. That's what Julia Roberts has, like with the crazy hair and the like flannel and Runaway Bride and the like, they're just like a little like, and they like say what's on their mind, and they're weird and they're cranky and they're like, and I don't know why, but that is a crucial element to the genre. And even if you go back to like old Hollywood, that is a crucial element in which you have these like feisty broads who are like quirky and broken and like dramatic, and people don't know what to do with them. It goes back decades, and somehow like some guy loves them anyway, and she loves him. Like it's about like 2 imperfect people coming together. And now I just feel like there's lots of them trying to resuscitate this, but within like modern beauty standards, having like the girl like, and that's not the girl. We don't want to see that. No one wants to watch that girl find true love. No. We want the hopeless one who realizes like, she's perfectly lovable just as she is. Okay. Tell me I'm wrong. Bye, Andres. Or maybe you said before I went on a rant. I also have heard that it's like a budgeting thing, and that like mid-budget movies used to be like much more just made. They used to make more of those, and like that's the budgeting for a rom-com. Typically you're not gonna have like huge budget rom-com. And they've stopped doing that. Now it's like very low budget or like huge budget, and so it doesn't leave a lot of room for those movies to be made, gonna go to Walmart. Okay. All right, I'm gonna leave you on that last rant. Think deeply about it and come back and agree with me. I mean, that was like a thriller. Yeah, you're right. Okay, you're right, Adam. Okay, I love you guys so much. Don't ever forget that you're the most important thing on earth. And you're valuable and you're special and you're unique and you're captivating and magnetic and strong and brave and kind and true and so essential to everyone around you. Okay, you're unforgettable and you're needed and you're wanted. And I love you very much. I already said that, but like it needed to be said again. Okay, so I'll see you next week. Bye.